You know when that money don't come on our weekend, you know you miss that check. Oh, she did? No wonder she don't be. Oh, she was working here. Oh, oh, what's up? So she don't need to come home now.
She's doing good.
Good evening to everyone. We want to officially call the January 12th, 2026 City Council meeting to order. We would like to ask Pastor Gino, Counselor Pastor Gino Brown, if he would open us up in a word of prayer.
Certainly. Father, we come before you tonight, and we're so thankful for all that you do for us. And Lord, with heavy hearts tonight, we come before you, the Lord, of how our city is in sorrow tonight, Lord, over this tragedy that's happened. And Lord, we just lift up these families to you tonight. Lord, that you would just give them peace. And Lord, help us as a community to surround those that are hurting at this time. And just help us to have the words to say when we encounter them. And Lord, just lead us in that. Thank you for this wonderful city, and thank you, Lord, for the love and community that we do have here. And we thank you most of all for your Son, Jesus, that died on the cross for our sins. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, and we want to ask Counselor Lassiter if he would lead us in the pledge.
I pledge to lead
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you to everyone. And Mr. Cobb, if you will show that everyone is present tonight. And is the approval of the minutes from the last meeting on January 5th, 2026. Need a motion for approval?
I would like to make a motion that the minutes from our last meeting, January 5th, 2026, be accepted.
Need a second?
Second.
Any questions? No questions, just one correction, that the date on the minutes is showing 2025 and it should be 2026. With that one correction, all those in favor, by show of hands? And that passes unanimously. Thank you. Next, we have the approval of the January 12th, 2026 bills. Counselor Van Williams.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I want to make a motion here, put on the table for previously reviewed bills in the pre-council meeting. Bills totaling $347,801.59.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and properly second. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor of the approval of the bills as presented in the motion, by show of hands? And that passes unanimously. Before providing my mayoral report, Councilor Regina Van Williams has a presentation.
Good evening again.
Good evening.
I would like for Teacher LeBeau, Nefertiti LeBeau, to come up for me. As she comes, I want her to introduce herself and give us a little history about herself, because if I do it, I may get it wrong. But I know that she's the sweetest teacher you can ever meet. But she was selected as Teacher of the Year for Pleasant Grove.
Yes.
And it's for year 26, 27. So we're forward thinking in this. She is well deserved and smart as a whip. So just a little bit about how long you've been with us.
Good evening. My name is Nefertiti LeBeau. I've been a teacher for 18 years. I've served at Pleasant Grove High School for 7 years, where I teach biology and human anatomy and whatever else they want me to teach. I serve the community, serve our children in every capacity. This is home to me, so I treat everyone's babies like they are absolutely my own. And so it is my pleasure to fulfill the role of Teacher of the Year for 26, 27.
So as you know, the kids play a special place in my heart. And it takes a lot of nerves and a lot of patience to deal with any child. You may think your child is the greatest thing smoking, but he or she is not. And once they get to school, they change. They get a little different sometimes. But it takes the patience of a person like Ms. LeBeau to make an impact, even in the midst of what we have going on today. That was a tough thing to handle today, and even beyond today. It doesn't just stop today. Kids show emotion differently, so you got to be able to still teach them, console them, and move on. But I thought you needed a day. So I personally wanted to give you a day at the spa, Woodhouse Spa. Mm-hmm. So you have this. Thank you. About $260 ought to get you a good rub down. And enjoy, but we salute you as a whole. But I personally wanted to salute you. Love you and thank you.
I like to take a point of privilege right now and personally congratulate not only someone who was a teacher and an influence in my son's life, but someone that I sincerely call a friend. Thank you, Neff, for all that you do, for the person that you are, for the seeds that you sow in our community, because as she said, it's not easy, but you continue to do it with grace, with elegance, and with patience. So we appreciate you, and your honor is well deserved. Okay. So good evening again to everyone. This evening, of course, we come to you with, as she stated, heavy hearts. Unfortunately, we lost one of our Pleasant Grove High School seniors, and we have another that's in serious condition. I have not received an update this evening, but we ask that you keep everyone's family in prayer. The young man that succumbed to the incident was Brandon McNeil Campbell. He was a resident of the city of Pleasant Grove. He was residing with his grandmother. Unfortunately, both of his parents and a sister preceded him in death over the past few years. One parent when he was 5, and then one parent as recent as November. So please keep that family lifted up. It's been a tough time. I've reached out to the family. I was able to speak with his godmother, but I have not had an opportunity to speak with his grandmother. But just keep the Campbell family in your prayers at this time. And especially the students, the faculty, the staff. It's been a rough day. They were able to, they did receive counseling through the Jefferson County Board of Education. But if you see a young person, maybe just pat them on the back and let them know that you're thinking about them at this time. I would like to say that it was actually a little disappointing that some people took this opportunity to bash our community because of what happened, but we're just going to keep on praying and keep on going because it had nothing to do with that. But we want to stay focused on the main thing, which is keeping this family engulfed with love and care and passion and concern. The scripture reminds us, the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. So we lean on his faith and his grace and his mercy at this time. I do want to thank the first responders. Although the incident happened in Birmingham, they were immediately on the scene, and I appreciate what they did for those in their care at that time, and for the young man that is still fighting for his life. I want to remind our residents that if you have issues and concerns, the proper way to report those is to submit them to the mayor's office. The phone number is 205-744-1724. Please be reminded and understand that placing a post on Facebook, regardless of what you say, it does not mean that it has been properly reported. And because there's so much out there, we are no longer going to accept posts on Facebook as reported incidents or reported items of concern. So that is allowing us to create processes and streamline our processes here at the City of Pleasant Grove and make sure that we are sincere about how we're handling the matters of the city. And with that said, I also have a report from our social media team. Since January is considered Serve Local Month, our media platform will feature those who work hard, dedicated their lives in service to serving others in the city unwaveringly. Examples would be anyone ranging from a first responder to a longtime city employee or community hero. We are asking the citizens for your help in identifying these individuals by submitting their names and pictures to the city's official Facebook page at City of Pleasant Grove AL Messenger inbox. Please do so through Messenger inbox to the City of Pleasant Grove AL. Also, we will be posting photos of Martin Luther King Jr. Day of Service projects and/or activities that are coming from our citizens here in the City of Pleasant Grove that you would like to share. If you have any of those, please tag the City of Pleasant Grove AL Facebook page with MLK service projects that you will be a part of to be shared on our official page. We would love to see and share serving initiatives that are going on in the city, in and around the City of Pleasant Grove, or being sponsored by our City of Pleasant Grove residents. And last, we are asking PG residents to sign up for boards, commissions, or civic training programs. Contact City Hall for more information on serving opportunities. There are a few left. And if you're interested, please contact us to do so. Another thing, I want to remind everyone that tomorrow is the day. Not only is it Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Founders Day, it is also the first day of our senior activities. And we're so excited. It's finally here. So tomorrow morning, starting at 9 a.m., our freelance senior activity director, Ms. Dansby, will be kicking off the senior activities. It will be from 9 to 12. It will include a meet and greet session. There will also be some activities planned for those in attendance. You don't have to stay the whole time. It would be nice if you do, but she has plenty planned throughout the year. So I encourage you, if you're looking for an activity, to please come out and share in those events tomorrow morning. I would be remiss if I didn't congratulate the Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated on their Founders Day as well on the 15th, January 15th. So we have just a couple of, alphas in the audience, and we do want to recognize them as well. So with that said, we're going into the month of February. It's the love month. And so I'm excited to announce that the mayor's office will be announcing a challenge that we feel would be beneficial to the community. We're going to call it the Love Month Challenge, where we're going to formally put some information out. But the Love Month Challenge is challenging our residents in the city of Pleasant Grove to contribute to our local food banks, so those can be replenished for the upcoming seasons. Again, the Love Month Challenge will be, we are asking you to compete against us here at City Hall to create your own team, or you can do it as an individual to contribute to our local food banks. We have one at Bethel. Is it Bethel or just First Baptist? We have one at First Baptist. We have a couple of others in the area at some of our other churches, and I don't want to start naming names and be incorrect. So I do challenge you to give to food banks. If you don't want to just give to Pleasant Grove, please feel free to go out and contribute to any food bank. I'm sure that everyone would welcome the resources. Again, the Love Month Challenge, we're asking you, and once you make those contributions, please take a picture, document what you have contributed, send it to us. Bring the pictures by, the documentation by, bring it to city council meeting, and we will definitely keep track of it and let you all and update you on who may have won. So all of those fraternities, sororities, community, homeowners association, any other groups, high school, we challenge you to take the time, form a group, or individually do so, just giving back to the community and show the love to each other. Thank you. Okay, next on the agenda, we have the approval of resolution number 2026-02, a resolution for the city of Pleasant Grove entering into a service contract with Ms. Margaret Rice. And we need a motion.
Make a motion that we approve this contract with Ms. Martin.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
We have a motion and properly second. Any questions? Just for public consumption, we will let you know that this contract with Ms. Rice is because Ms. Rice is headed to retirement. She has been with us for several years, I think 25 years. And she's retiring effective January 31st. And this contract would allow her to provide us services as needed as we onboard someone as her replacement. So we have a motion and second. Any other questions? All those in favor by a show of hands? And that motion passes unanimously. Next on the agenda, we have the approval of resolution number 2026-03, a resolution of the City of Pleasant Grove, Alabama, authorizing travel advance for Counselor James Stevens Wilkerson to attend the 2026 NLC Congressional Conference. Also authorizing travel advance for Counselor Jacquees Gary, Mayor Yolanda Lawson, Mayor Pro Tem Regina Van Williams, and Executive Assistant D'Amica Hodge to attend the ALM Advocacy Day. And we need a motion to approve that travel advance. I'll make a motion that we approve the travel advance for resolution number 2026-03. And we need a second.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions? I'm sorry. All those in favor by a show of hands, and that passes unanimously. Next on the agenda, we have approval of resolution number 2026-04, a resolution of the City of Pleasant Grove, moving March 16, 2026 meeting to March 9, 2026. And I'll make that in the form of a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and properly second. Any questions? No, here, no questions, but the meeting will be moved because of continuing education on March 16th. A majority of the council will not be present and we would not have a quorum. So we're moving the meeting from the third Monday to the second, back to the second Monday. Hearing no other questions, all those in favor, by show of hands, and that passes unanimously. Next up, we have officers of the city reports. Mr. Cobb?
I don't have
Okay, hearing none. Mr. Goldsmith? Okay, hearing nothing. Chief Reed? Okay, no reports from the officers of the city, but there's one other item that we need to address. And I make a motion for unanimous consent to consider the appointment of the municipal court judge and the prosecutor for the City of Pleasant Grove. And this is for unanimous consent to consider it. And that's in the form of a motion. Okay. Counselor Wilkerson, second. That's been properly second. All those in favor of the consideration of the same by a show of hands? And that passes unanimously. Now, I make a motion to appoint Judge Ken Moore as the municipal court judge and appoint Ms. Cheryl Kidd as the prosecutor for the City of Pleasant Grove. And that's in the form of a motion.
A second.
We have a motion and properly second. Any questions? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor by a show of hands? And that passes unanimously. And that was the last appointment that the city council would need to make in the form of administrative duties for the City of Pleasant Grove. So now, committee reports. Would you like to start, Councilor Wilkerson?
Sure.
Yes.
Recognizing former councilor, Mr. Calhoun, his lovely wife this evening. Good evening, beautiful Pleasant Grove.
Good evening.
I have just a few things. The mayor and I have been talking about establishing a program to adopt a road. We all can assist in keeping our city clean. And I think when the letter is drafted and sent out to the homeowners association presidents, I would most definitely like to sit down and meet with them. And, you know, we devise a plan as to how we all can support the city. So thank you for that, Mayor.
Yes, sir.
The mayor and I have also discussed a program by the name of Litter Kitty Program, which is a program which target our young adults, high schoolers as well, talking to them about things that they could do to prevent our city from being trashed. We've also discussed, along with Mr. Mika Hodge, either a yard of the month or a yard of the quarter program or some sort of recognition. So look for that in the very near future. Mayor, traveling throughout the city, I've noticed on Pleasant Grove Road, there's a lot of trash in the 13th Street area as you take that left on the 13th Street. Also noticed that there is either a mattress or a box spring. I don't know what the city can do to assist in getting that cleaned up. I do feel as though that mattress or box spring do create a motor vehicle hazard. Okay, also on Park Road, there at the bank, it has become a dump. It appears there's limbs on one end of it, but individuals have started to dump trash, water bottles, etc. I don't know what we can do about that, Mayor, but if that's something City Hall can address, I would greatly appreciate that. And as far as being a member of or being responsible for the beautification committee, Mr. Mika Hodge and I have had a number of conversations, but I want to solicit your input as well. If there's something that you think we can do, you know, as a community or as a city to make our city more beautiful, please send your information to City Hall so that we can address that. Please pray for our students. Please pray for beautiful Pleasant Grove. Prayer changes things. When we see our young adults, let's overemphasize just how important they are. And for the parents that are here tonight with your youngsters, I commend you. Our future is bright because of their presence here tonight and the things that teachers like Ms. LeBeau, et cetera, is doing for us. Ms. Dansby, thank you. Thank you for stepping in and standing in the gap. This seniors program is something that I ran on. You know, I'm just so happy it's coming to fruition. I'm 100% backing you, supporting you, participating in any way that I possibly can. So thank you. And thank you all for attending. That does it for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor Wilkerson. And I will let you know that with the Park Road matter in the Dollar General parking lot, I'm assuming. So,
What's the bank at? Excuse me.
Oh, the bank, okay. So we had a conversation with the enforcement officer just this afternoon. So we have taken note of that and we are actively working on it. So I'll be able to update you on the other items, but I just wanted to update you on that. Okay, Councilor Van Williams.
Evening again. Did not know of the Love Challenge, so I will start with that one first. I did contact First Baptist. Well, first I'll start with Ms. Lowry. Thank you for being the conduit for information to get to the correct person at First Baptist Food Bank. And it's officially called, I want to say the Hope Community Center. Community food Bank. So we want to make sure we give everyone their due. But we are challenged for January through the Bradbury Foundation. We're going to start off with $1,000 to accommodate your pantry. And what we want to do is put food items in that pantry that would normally go, like say for instance, frozen dinners and hot dogs and stuff like that cost a little money. Most time we just get the low-hanging fruit like the canned goods and stuff of that nature, but we're going to bless that pantry So that, we're gonna do it in January, and we're gonna also do it in April upon Easter. So that should help out greatly there. We wanna make sure that, we bless some folks with some, not only just the necessities, but with some good stuff too. So somebody will want some pasta every now and then, and a frozen dinner, so we're gonna do that. So Beth Vine's our coordinator for that, community food bank, guided us through the process, and, she is a gem. She is a very nice person. So she's easy to work with, so I'm challenging everyone here and all the citizens of Pleasant Grove. We have needs that we need to fill. Under A.G. Gaston, you know, I worked for him before he passed away. He always said, find a need and fill it. And so I look for the need. I don't have to be told. It's many needs to be filled. So that's one in particular that's not so tough. So if you're at the grocery store, pick up something extra. Let's fill up our own food bank. All right, thank you. Second, Finance Committee. I am chair of the Finance Committee. I want you to know that our budgets are just fine. Our spending is absolutely phenomenal. We're coming in, matter of fact, better than we did last year this time. More accountability, more precise. Everything is just rolling in the right direction. Okay. We are gonna try to come up with a time to meet with our committee so that we can have clarity and we can understand our job. You know, we barely know what the restroom is, us newbies here. So we want to learn our job properly, but we want to meet, get to know everyone, and get to know more about our finances. Finally, this is the big one. So as we ran, you know, we had initiatives that we ran on, and I'm a person, I like to do what I say I'm going to do. The kids are my priority at the school. I know we have scores we want to get up, and we've done very well. In the last, you know, few months, our scores are up. But here's our challenge. As my initiative, we're working on a cool name. I talked to Principal Jarvis today, and we're going to work on that cool name. But just hold on to your wigs. What it's going to be? I'm going to let the kids decide what it should be. But we don't have enough of our kids entering into the tech world or to the trade school world. You know, some kids think they have to go to college, but you really don't. You know, I own a construction company, and I pay all of my trade guys pretty well. So 4-year colleges for some, along with a master's program and eventually doctorate, that's great. But you have some who are not afforded that opportunity, or that's just not their thing. So we need to have a platform for them to actually be able to fit in and not be left behind. So my initiative, I don't have a lot of time to do it before graduation, so I got to do it with a bang. So between February, March, and April, I'm going to give a deserving student a car before they graduate. I am. So that's my initiative. They have to work hard for it. It's not going to be a gimme. It's going to be something that they actually got to put boots on the ground and prove that they need that car. Preferably, if God say the same, next year, I'm going to add the trade world. We're going to add a little pickup truck, Mr. Goldsmith, to that giveaway. So we'll have a car giveaway, and we'll have a little pickup giveaway, so that if that child wants to go ahead and enter into the workforce and start plumbing school, they can go right to it, or be a framer, or HVAC, or electrical school, and make them all that they can be, at least help, be the conduit to help. So look out for it. Ms. Dansby has already, Ms. Dansby is very popular, but she's already said that we're going to work with the seniors. We're going to have some folks cutting some grass this summer. We're going to have some folks actually helping our older people out, you know, just stopping by. What can we do for you? Those would be credits toward the program working for next year, because we're going to get through these next 2 or 3 months, but next year we're going to make that pot a little sweeter, and they got to work a little harder. So the counselors and principals and everyone involved, you know, we just got to put our boots to the ground and, you know, really hand to the plow and help our children. I'm not going to let up on that. That's what I ran on, and that's what I'm going to do. Focus on whatever you want to do. Regina Van Williams is going to focus on exactly what came in those mailers that went in those mailboxes all year long last year, and we're going to be successful at it. Our kids are our future. Our kids represent us. They watch us. They watch how we behave in here. They watch us how we behave in the top seats of this city. We need to be an example, and that's what I plan to do. Thank you.
Want to start?
You coming with me?
Or
Right.
Counselor Lassiter?
That's fine. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I am excited to be here tonight. I hope y'all feel the same. Yeah, I got several things I want to. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my son, my wife's son, for for the business license that he just incurred, the LLC. I want to thank God for that. He's a very determined guy. He want to be a pro referee. So we're gonna pray that that happen. He's already NAAC, not NAA, I'm sorry, NCAA referee. So he, I tell you, he's a great guy. I don't say that lightly. I say that because I'm proud of him, proud of all my children, but all of them is dedicated. They go after what they believe in, and I thank God for that. So, Mayor, I want to just say this. I don't want to bring too much out tonight. I'm gonna get with you on before I bring out tonight. I said last meeting that I was gonna meet with one of the leaders at the Bremen Waterworks. I did have a chance to talk to one of them. The transition that going on up there now, I'm gonna have to pause right there. We still is in operation with what they said it was doing. There are other streets that they're gonna add on for me. Awesome in these major projects. And so before I go any further on that, I'm gonna get with you on bringing you up to date on it.
Yes, sir.
And I'll bring it back forward to the council.
Thank you, and please
yes, ma'am.
do that so we can make sure that we give out the proper notifications so our citizens can start to expect that.
Yes, ma'am. So, also, our seniors are still hurting. The weather been kind of cold out there. And some of them, they're not as warm as we are. Some of us young, we got that thick blood. They got thin blood, some of them, and get cold. And, they don't wrap up like that. And so I got some calls, and the utility bill went up, and I know it was just too much for them, $500-600. That's a lot for, But I want to thank God for First Baptist Church and Bethel Baptist Church who partnered with me and to help me get them some help. So I thank God for that. So, they can be comfortable now in their home. So thank God for that. Also, I wanna talk a little bit about some of our seniors. They over the holiday they lost their spouse. Miss Smith at 605 9th Avenue lost her husband, and she's when you lose your loved one, it's kind of hard for you, especially at that time. And I have been speaking to her, kind of giving her, that love, that comfort. And so me and my wife, we're gonna go meet with her, sit with her, talk to her, listen to her, and whatever it takes, to bring her back, keep her going mentally, physically, So again, I want to thank you for supporting me on that. So, and also we want to just thank God for you, council, mayor, for the Campbell family. They stay right around the corner from me. And I spoken to the young man about a couple of months ago, nice young man. And never met him, but the time I did meet him, he very manageable, very thoughtful. That's a hard pill to swallow, because I just spoken with him. I believe this, and I left him my number because I believe in all these young peoples out here. I kind of engage with them, whether I'm leaving a number, getting their number, following up with them, encouraging them, because it's not easy, not even for me. Even as a retired man, and sometimes you feel lonely. My pastor right now is speaking about loneliness. And sometimes you get like that sometimes. All of us have been in that. If you hadn't someone had a loved one, have been in that place. And my whole thing is to just, touch somebody, reach out to somebody, think about somebody other than you sometime. You never know what it might do. I feel bad in a sense because normally I would go back and check on that person. And I feel like if I would have went back and checked on them, it would have saved their life. I really believe that. And that touches me right now. So, I would just say to all of us, think about somebody. You never know what it might do. That senior citizen that opening up tomorrow, it's going to be big for a lot of seniors. It's going to give them something to do. It's going to motivate them. It's going to let them know somebody care about them. It's going to show a lot of things about saying that I want to live now. You'd be surprised at how it would be if you just take a minute and just take some time and just, these young people, you might not have no children. Your children might be adults now. You still got a child out there. You still got a young person that you can mentor. You can talk to. And I just say to all of us, get involved. Somebody had spoke to me the other day about Dollar General. And they say, oh, it's the ghetto. And a lot of talk like that I don't even hear. If you concerned about your city, it don't have to come up here. You can take initiative yourself. You can be a part of the city by taking a hand, doing what you need to do. Walking the streets yourself. Me and my wife, matter of fact, we're gonna get up there and pick up the paper ourselves. We're gonna do that on us. I did it last term, and I'm gonna do it this time. So everybody just take a minute and just help the city. We're gonna do what we do up here, and y'all do what y'all do out here. And it'll come together. It ought to work together. That's right. It ought to work together. So anyway, I want to again thank you all. It's good to see you all. Y'all looking nice. God bless y'all. Thank y'all again.
Thank you, Councilor Laster. And I will remind the public that the +1 program is still effective. That's where we ask that you clean up on your street plus one other area of the city. And that's not to interfere with your plans or programs. Right. It just, right, it adds to it. Thank you, Mrs. Wilkers. That adds to it. Councilor Gary.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. First from the Pleasant Grove Library, Wednesday, January the 14th is the Poetry Club meeting. The meeting will begin at 10 a.m. And they will be discussing poetry of Marie Ho. The book club meeting on Wednesday, January 21st at 10 a.m. And they will be discussing The Memory House by Rachel Hawk. Please come and bring a friend. In observation of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day, the library will be closed on Saturday, January the 17th through Monday, January the 19th, and will reopen at 8 a.m. on Tuesday, January the 20th. The library is getting ready for Black History Month. Please stop by for help with any posters, projects, or papers that your students may be in need of in February. The Pleasant Grove Library is proud to be a sponsor of the Miss Pleasant Grove pageant. The pageant is being held on Saturday, February the 7th at 5 p.m. in the Pleasant Grove High School auditorium. Let's please go out and support our students. The Genealogy Club will meet by appointment only, so call the library and set up an appointment with Ms. Higginbotham. And Nitwits meets every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Additionally, along the lines of what Councilor Van Wiggins was saying, all of us ran on initiatives when we ran, and so now that we've kind of gotten our feet wet, it's kind of time to start trying to get some of those initiatives on the way. I I have put together an initiative that I will be sending to the mayor and then to the rest of the council regarding a City of Pleasant Grove Local Investment Week. And these will be weeks that I would pledge that we would do them quarterly, where we would eat, buy, support local. And so it's just a way to kind of have the money to continue to circulate through the City of Pleasant Grove. It will encourage our small businesses. We have small businesses that are hurting and that they are trying to stay open, and they need our support. And so if we can start off with 1 week a quarter where we're doing that, it would be great. So Mayor, I'll be sending that over to you. So hopefully we can get that out. The plan is that hopefully some of our businesses will get involved. So maybe they will offer something free if you come in and buy something that week, or they'll offer a discount on your next visit if you come in. And so we're going to try to get buy-in from all of our small businesses and all of our local businesses to see how they would like to participate in it. So I'll make sure that I get that over to you. And I think that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Councilor Gary. Councilor Brown?
Very good. Good evening, everyone. First of all, the park board, even though we will not be meeting next Monday night because of Martin Luther King Day, the last Monday of this month, we'll be having our first meeting. And I'm excited because Mr. Taylor is here tonight, and he's our president of our park board, and I know good things are going to come from that, and we've got lots to discuss. But you're welcome to be a part of that as well if you'd like to come and sit in on those meetings. I come with a lot of praise tonight. My heart is heavy for the families of these two young men, but I come with some praise, first of all, for our mayor. I thank you, Mayor Lawson, for reaching out so timely and proactively to put a statement out there for the city. That was very meaningful to me, and I shared it on my own page because she did such a wonderful job of wording that. And so love and support is what these people need at this time. And so I thank you for that. Also, I would like to give some praise to Mr. Goldsmith. Last meeting, I brought him a couple of things, a couple of issues, one just being a drain lid that was crooked. And I tried to go fix it myself, but I just, I don't work out like I used to. But I went by and I saw that it was fixed, so the person who had sent me the request hey, I've got an issue here, I asked them how did everything go. She said my neighbor, who is an older gentleman, was so worried about it, and he was so excited when he came out that morning and it was fixed. So you and your team are doing an amazing job, and I appreciate that. And then my last bit of praise is just for this council. I want you to know that these guys, they're doing what they told you they would do. And that's exciting to see. Some a little more quietly than others, but it's being done, and they're doing good jobs. And so I just wanted to echo just thoughts out of my heart for each and every one of you. I appreciate the jobs that you're doing. And James said, Councilor Wilkerson said something in our last pre-council meeting. He says, when one of us is doing something, it looks good for all of us. And so we just, I appreciate the jobs that all of you guys are doing. And it's a pleasure to sit here tonight. So those are my things that I have, and thank you so much for being here and being a part of this.
Thank you, Councilor Brown. One last thing before we receive comments from the public. We ask that you be brief as possible, and also that you come to the podium so you may address the audience accordingly. And a reminder that the City of Pleasant Grove will be closed on January 19th for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Just a reminder. And we will resume normal hours on January 20th, that Tuesday. So any comments from the public at this time? If we ask that you come to the podium. Come on, Ms. Dansby.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Everybody know my name.
That's
But I'm so happy to be here. I'm real excited about tomorrow, which is the first day of the senior program. But before I get started on that, next month is Love Month. Also, next month is American Heart Association Month. And so I would challenge all of us, if you can, to donate blood. To donate blood, because it could potentially save someone's life. And so, with that, if you don't mind, that challenge to donate blood. Okay, well, anyway, tomorrow we start. I'm excited. I've been running all day. Got coffee, snacks, and all kind of things ready for you all tomorrow. But one thing I do want to mention is this. I have 2 buckets out here at City Hall, and I've set them out there last Monday, right? And it's for donations. We do have some funds in the budget, but I'm trying my best to preserve those funds for the 4-day trips. And so basically, we're going to be operating off donations. Donations, if you can, because I don't want the seniors to have to pay for anything. Okay? So I still got those 2 buckets out there. And if you want to donate, fill them up. Snacks, games, board games, whatever it is, crossword puzzle, it doesn't matter. I appreciate all donations, and we will thank you for your donations, and we really, really appreciate it. Y'all come on out tomorrow, and let's cut up, seniors. We're going to show the city how it's done.
Thank you to our freelance senior activities director, Ms. LaShawn.
Well, she introduced me. I am just piggybacking off of Councilor Wilkerson. And I've been over here since 2017, and I have not found out how to navigate the street signs. I know how to get where I'm going, but I cannot tell you what street is what. I don't know. In saying that, riding the bus with the children in the morning, I have the opportunity to see the street signs, and they're not readable. You can't read them, they're peeling off. You can't see what this street is or what that street is. So if we could possibly address that with whomever takes care of those issues. Also, my point with Councilor Wilkerson, you brought up about the homeowners association. You said, and I don't know anything about that. I don't, and I'm just being realistic. I do not know. And I live past the Fan Road sign, turn right on 14th Street. So who is over that area? I don't know.
So I may be able to answer that.
Okay.
So I live in the Woodlands.
Right.
And we have discussed incorporating the entire Fan Road area. So that may answer your question soon enough. I will address that with, or follow up with our neighborhood president to see if he's made any effort to that end. But you may want to try to formulate your own. That would not be objectionable, if you want to do the Fan Road area as its own HOA.
Okay, that
So-
would be starting from the gate outward and back over.
Yes, ma'am.
So like
Yes,
that.
ma'am.
Okay.
So I'm not aware of there being a Fan Road area neighborhood association. And I don't know of any specific subdivisions over there because of the houses are freestanding.
Right.
So you may want to make that initiative. We
Okay,
would
'cause
definitely
I-
welcome it.
Okay, that was just the concern I had. And also, this is not a Pleasant Grove problem, but at the last meeting, you all put out that they were going to be doing the road work on the railroad on Allison Bonnet. Not done. And have you all had an update with them? Have they said anything further?
No, they've updated that it will be January 14th, that they will be completed.
They haven't started.
Oh, they have. Oh, the 24 hours was moved to January 14th. Ms. Van. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you all so much. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you're coming into Pleasant Grove, I think you say it's 13, and going out of Pleasant Grove, I think that one says 14. So it's making me think they're gonna work on
first, I just want to thank you so much from the Hope Community Center Food Bank for your help. You don't know how much it means. Our church members have been volunteering, donating things to that food bank, but with your help, that would be so much, and thank you from the bottom of my heart and from that community, that food bank. But just a quick update, the month of December, now they meet on Tuesdays from 10 to 12 is when they are open for the community. We served 21 families, 45 adults, 18 children, for a total of 63. We've always known that this community is a giving community. All we need to do is put the need out there, and you've reached out. Thank you so much.
Miss Arlethea Calhoun. Arletha.
Greetings, Honorable Mayor, elected officials, and loving residents of Pleasant Grove. I recall when Dr. E was serving where some of you are, we had what was called You've Been Caught Doing Good. We don't know if that still exists, but one of the things, after leaving our, the Tuskegee meeting on yesterday and finding out about the Campbell family, I immediately called Eric and I said, something just came over me. We've got to do more. He said, what happened? And I said, several months ago, the son was predeceased, the mother. He said, oh, really? And I said, now they've announced about the grandson. He said, well, what are you feeling? I said, I'm trying to get out of my feelings, but I want to go back to things that I've observed, little things. He said, I'll partner with you. So first and foremost, I thank God for who he is in my life. And I thank him for blessing me with a man who continuously serves as the butter in my grits and the jam on my toast. Eric, help. I told him, I said, I need you to help me do some, let's be caught doing good. So this is for you. I ask you to come. Yeah. And the way he is now is the way he is at home. So that's the first attitude of gratitude. And coming from academia, I know I saw Taylor. Come here, Taylor. We talk a good game, but we all have hot air. But I said, love is what love does. You're everybody's baby. And you and I have had some of the most intellectual, civic conversations I've ever had. So I just want you to know that you're asking, and keep on learning. Keep on leading the path. Thank you so much.
And that's appropriately an elephant. So I do want you to turn that around to everyone and let them see that. Is that not beautiful?
Indeed it is. And I'm going to keep moving in the essence of time. One of the, you want to stay here with me? Okay. Last meeting, there was a gentleman, and I heard him conversing, and he said, I understand. I said, wow, this is your first day of retirement, and you show up at a Pleasant Grove meeting? He says, yes. Where is Mr. Harold Thompson? You come this way. Yes, you've been caught doing good. Eric, you want to give him that? Thank you for being caught doing good.
And congratulations on your retirement.
Oh, you're welcome. We'll keep on looking and hearing from you. I understand you and Eric were conversing on doing some things. So thank you and welcome. All right. And we all know behind every great man, there is an even greater woman. And LaShawn Thompson, there are so many things you do behind the scene. And I'm like, what is she made of? Even dealing with your own personal stuff. We just want you to know you've been caught doing good as well.
Yes.
Thank you. And as I stated earlier, Eric, I'm really going to need your help on this one. I look at what appears to be effortless, and I know it's not. When we look at all of you, and I sense sometimes where it's not necessarily discord, but instead of completion, there's competition. So we baked a little treat for being so sweet because we know where there's unity, there's strength. Mm-hmm. So Eric, if you will kind of go down the line and just follow me with it expeditiously. Thank you. Thank you. For Chief.
Thank you, thank you.
Story. Oh, thank you.
For being so sweet.
Thank
You're welcome. Okay, okay. And certainly, last but not least, because we are all health conscious, I didn't want to come with the big fluffy muffins, so those are minis. I love it. Laughter is such great medicine for the soul. Let me have the white bag, Doc. Thank you. This will conclude our presentation. The speed of any ship depends on the speed of the captain. And in this instant, Mayor, you're that captain. So I will not ask you to come. I will bring it to you. And I thank you for your indulgence, your patience, and your understanding. Because we know whether we're professionals, whether we're just common people, which we are, it takes courage to come up here and stand. And furthermore, we meet people every day who are ordinary but doing extraordinary things. So we thank each one of you, and may God continue to richly bless you and keep you, because we know every round goes higher and higher.
Mayor, if I could.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It is awesome when individuals are being recognized for great work. And when Ms. Calhoun came forward and spoke of that program being previously established, Councilor Brown has re-etched it or rebranded it to where I think the mayor has signed off on it, to where that program is back, thanks to Councilor Brown. But thank you for recognizing the individuals whom you recognize tonight. And thank the individual, the doctor who previously coined it and branded and did great things in Pleasant Grove. Spot on.
Okay, seeing no other hands or, oh, yes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
My name is Mara Riffin Blackman, and I just want to come and introduce myself as newly qualified candidate for House Representative District 57. And I just wanted to come say hello. I just want to say hello. I want to earn your vote on May 19th, 2026. I want you to follow me. If you, my website. Check me out on my website. It's electmararippinblackman.com, and you can receive all the information. I'll be around. I have heard some really great things that's happening in Pleasant Grove. I am so ready to work with all of you. I am so ready to work with all the citizens. I'm ready to hear your concerns and what you would like for us to be doing in Montgomery. I'm ready to work for you. I'm ready to work on day one. I am a multi-business owner, a nonprofit leader, and a community servant. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
I also would like to I'm also ready to work also. I thank you guys for being here today. I'm grateful for being here today. I will also be out engaging with you guys. I look forward to seeing you guys. And thank you. I didn't want to take up.
Thank you to those candidates that joined us tonight. Nice to meet both of you, and we wish you well on your race. Any other comments? See none. I make a motion that we adjourn.
No.
Oh,
I just want to tell you, you can make the motion.
okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. We're
I second.
Boom.
Thank you, Mr. Hansman.
Sorry. Sorry. I'll be the early. Do I need to bring? Okay. Thank you. Hey. With thank
Okay, all right. Last thing. Okay, got it. Got it.
Thank